What's good, boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be an absolutely amazing video, and I'm going to first, before we get into the video, on Sebastian Veron, the Man United legend, the Argentinian legend, played for a few great clubs, was a fantastic player in real life, a very versatile midfielder, could score goals, could defend, did very much the whole game well. But before we get into that, you guys know I always shout out a few people on this side here. And last question, the last question on the video, on the last video, there was a question saying whether I believe who you want from this team of the year, and obviously the team of the year was announced yesterday, or the attackers were announced yesterday and their ratings, but the rest of the team of the year is known now, and these guys have selected these players to be part of their team, who they would want to get the most out of the team of the year, which is awesome. Who they think they're going to pack and who they're going to put to the team. That's brilliant. But before we get to today's video, remember to like the video, smash the subscribe button, because I am very close to, I actually have that YouTuber clock thing here that shows my subs, so that's why I looked over to my left. Weird flex, but okay. That is nearly at 4K, so hopefully we can hit 4K soon as possible. Like I said, remember at 5K, big giveaway for all of you guys for being fantastic supporters of mine. Thank you for all the love recently. All you have to do to be featured in my next video is comment down below who you think is going to be picked by for the 12th man of the team of the year. Is it going to be Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Ziyech, Hazard, or I think Sterling for that? Who do you think is going to be? Me personally, I think it's going to be Ronaldo. There's not much competition there apart from Lewandowski. I would like it to be Lewandowski, but I know everyone's going to pick Ronaldo just because they want to get that one game in with him, just because no one really cares about the vote in a sense. But yeah, today we're here to review one man and one man only, and that is Juan Sebastian Veron. As you can see here, he has 4 stars weak foot, 3-star skill, medium work rate, 6'1", great height for a midfielder. Good weak foot, good work rates in a sense. He'll kind of just hang around that midfield section, depending on what you have on him, as in regards to instructions. He was in my team. I am going to say right off the bat that I did not really like this card. At the time, I believe I paid 500k. He's a lot cheaper now, obviously, because the team of the year is out. But like I said, this is pre-recorded footage from before Christmas, so he was a lot more expensive. So that's his card there. On his face card, his stats look brilliant. That's why I was excited to use him. 74 pace, not the highest, but you can always up that with maybe a catalyst, or in this sense, Shadow would suit this guy the most, as it would up his pace and defense, which are his lowest stats. 83 shooting, I felt that he could score quite a few bangers. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the only thing I really noticed. Passing was good as well at 88. Good dribbling for a midfielder, 83, 82 physical. When you go into his in-game stats, a lot of greens there, no reds, a few yellows that you could always up, like I said, with a Shadow, which will up his slide tackling and his jumping, I believe. His stats on his pace will go up, but I'm not sure about his agility. That's the kind of thing that I felt like let me down. With him being 6'1", he did feel kind of truck-like on the ball, and I hate when players feel like that this year. Like, I know you guys know what I'm talking about as well. You've got those players that turn, and it seems like it takes them forever to just turn around and do something simple, or to maneuver the ball quick enough to just get a pass off and you get caught in the midfield. It's not good. You need your midfielders to be able to turn quickly, hold up a ball, and just feel fluid instead of feeling stiff. And because if they're not, you are prone to get tackled in that midfield, and if you get tackled in the midfield, you are likely to be scored against unless you're a good defender, which I'm not. Yeah, this is his stats. He's brilliant in some aspects of the game, and he's not so good in other aspects of the game. He kind of, if he had 80 plus pace, he would kind of suit more of a cam position, or like a left centre mid or right centre mid in a 4-2-2 I've just forgot my knowledge. A 4-1-2-1-2-2 formation. That's what a good formation last year, not too good this year. He does suit a 4-4-2 formation as well, depending on who you've got next to him in that midfield. But in my opinion, at 329k, there is other choices, but I will review that at the end. And anyway, this is his card. Is he worth the 329k he's currently going for? But I'm kind of basing it on 500k that I paid back in the day a few weeks ago. I'm not too sure about that, but I have got some gameplay, not too much, because I really got angry using this card, and I actually ended up selling it after like 3 or 4 games because I couldn't be bothered. It was one of those days on FIFA where just nothing was going my way, and this guy just did not feel. I felt I was blaming everything on him, and he just didn't feel great. And I'm a Man United fan, so I should have enjoyed this guy, but he just wasn't really the best player that there was in that midfield. And I mean, the gameplay I had with him, I can't even remember who's in the team, but I felt like everyone else was doing things right, whereas he was doing things wrong. It kind of sounds deep, but I have to be honest, I have to be so honest. We're going to go into the gameplay, we're going to see how he played in the game, and before we do that, make sure I remember, subscribe, like the video, and comment down below who you think is going to win the 12th man from the team of the year. let's get straight into the gameplay.
Lovely.
Right guys, as we head into this first clip, there really isn't much to show of this guy. I did not really like him, only really used him for a few games. As you can see there, his passing was wayward. He could do something good every now and then, but I just felt like at the time for 500k, I could go out there and pick up so many players that can influence the game in better ways than him. And he just kept doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, he would do something good, and then he'd do something bad. And I just didn't like the inconsistency that came with him. And like you can see, he has great passing. And I felt like that's the only thing he really had. As you can see there, look, passing for him was effortless, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Like, he felt stiff. His passing was good, and then bad, and then his shooting was good, and then bad, and his dribbling was, I don't know. This guy, for me, I wouldn't recommend him. I personally did not enjoy him. Probably one of my least favorite icons I've used this year. He's up there with, like, I don't know who else I've used. I've used the baby Lampard and the baby Gerrard, and I preferred them to him. He just did not feel great. I don't know what it was, but he just did not feel good for me. And as you can see in these clips here, he gets into the right positions, and then nothing comes of it. He just didn't influence the game in the way I wanted him to. That pass was good. It could have been a bit more to the left, but hey ho, get on with the game. And he just wasn't anything special. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to go out there and pay this amount of coins, you expect your player to be able to influence the game in the right ways more often than not, and he just didn't do that. He affected them in the wrong ways, if anything. I mean, I'm cutting out a lot of his misplaced passes and his misplaced shooting and his misplaced positioning, just so I don't make him look as bad as he actually is. But he just wasn't great, and I'm leaving most of the stuff in, to be honest. And if you'll see, like, he gets like easy opportunities in front of goal and he just misses, and I just felt like I could have used so many different players in that position, and they could have performed so much better. Even the regular Pogba, I felt suited his position a lot better. Kante, for example, all of these guys, I felt, look at this, for example, what the bloody hell is that? That wasn't even on target. That's absolutely shocking. And he just didn't feel good. I highly recommend you guys do not use him unless you pack him and he's untradeable or in a base icon or a middle icon pack. Fair enough, you ain't got much choice, but just don't go and spend your coins on him. Right now, this card's going for about 300k. Still wouldn't recommend him. You can get Pogba and Kante for cheaper than that. Get out there and pick them up. Or even Modric or anyone like that. They will do you a better job. This is his one and only assist, and it wasn't even anything special. So, yeah, that's all I've really got to say on him. Another guy on the other hand is this Sanchez card, his middle one. I will be reviewing the prime, but this middle card was insane. I do not like Veron though.
Right, boys, as you saw from that gameplay there, he just isn't the best centre mid you can get in a game, and especially at the time paying 500k or so for him, he just isn't the best player that you can get for that price in that midfield. And there's many other players that you could get for that price, and you know this series is about whether or not that player is worth that amount of coins. I mean, judging him now for 300k, I'd say maybe he's worth it, but back in the day for that 500k, I would probably say not so much. And as you see there, he dropped to even 390. But I'm going to say there is other players in his position which I'd recommend over him. Not sure how much Kante goes for. Yeah, Kante's like 100k cheaper than him or more. Go and get Kante. I mean, there's other centre mids as well that you can go and get. I mean, even other icon centre mids that you can get. I mean, look, Pogba's less than 200k. That's better than Veron in my opinion. He plays better than Veron in game. I just wouldn't say to use that Veron card. Even if you get him in like a, I don't know. I don't even know if he's part of the. No, he's not. I don't think. But I just wouldn't go out and pay that much for him personally. Like when there's other choices out there, even in the icon sense. I mean, there's some icons that you'd be surprised that would play better than him. I mean, there's some players that you'd be surprised that would play better than him. Like Pogba, Kante, they are better choices than him. I can name a few more, but just not off the top of my head. Even Modric, I feel like does a better job than him. I've used him in draft many times. There's so many other cards that you can go out there and pick up that will do the job better than that card, and I feel like he's just in there. He's just that much because he's an icon, basically. So the hype is all down to him being an icon. I really personally wouldn't go out and buy him unless you're. I don't know if he has many big fans, but I would just say unless you're an incredible big fan of his, then you can go pick him up. But apart from that, not really someone that you need to go purchase. If you pack him, fair enough, use him. But apart from that, I wouldn't go and spend that many coins. So in today's Is He Worth It, I'm going to say it's a big fat X on the screen right there. Right, is bang on the screen. You saw it, I saw it, we all saw it. It is a big fat X. He is not worth it in today's episode. Definitely someone that I won't be using anytime soon. Maybe his prime card I might use. I don't know if that's even in the... Is that in the game yet? It should be, as all the primes were released. His prime card is in fact out. When you look at this card, it is still not that good. I mean, he's pretty good compared to the other one, but it's just not much difference. Like, the stats are basically the same. I personally wouldn't go out and buy this card when you can go and buy other players. That's just my honest opinion. It's been your boy Zach. Make sure you subscribe, you like the video, and you comment who you think is going to win the 12th man of the Team of the Year. I'm also got other videos. I've been recording some real life videos, some funny videos to chuck in there every now and then. I will be expanding my content slowly and improving my FIFA videos as well as adding on like at the end screen. I will be doing, instead of this, I will have like a pros and cons to each card, just so you guys can get the real analysis of each player. I hope you have enjoyed. I am out of here. See you soon. It's been your boy. I love you guys. You're the best. Bye bye.